Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to try to find exactly where the music video of the famous music hit Despacito was shot. Now I've watched the entire clip and the first 2 minutes are mainly set outdoors, so I'm very keen, because I play a lot of GeoGuessr, I'm very keen on guessing where things are actually on planet Earth. So the only thing I know about Despacito is that the singer, Luis Fonsi, is from Puerto Rico. That's it. So I suspected that the music video was shot in Puerto Rico. Now, to make sure of that, or at least to have a hint that this could be the case and figure out a little bit better where the music video was shot, I've looked at the video, and if you look at the 2nd minute and the 7th second, you can see that there's a car and it has no license plate at the front. Now, indeed, Puerto Rico does not have any mandatory license plate at the front. So that made me think it was very likely to be in Puerto Rico. Also, the houses are very colorful. So I had a bit of a doubt if it could be maybe the Dominican Republic or another island in the Caribbean. But because the singer is from Puerto Rico and there's no license plate at the front of this very fancy car, I thought, okay, let's start with Puerto Rico, and if anything, let's start with the capital city of Puerto Rico, which is San Juan. Despacito, quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. So let's head to Google Earth, because unfortunately there's not a lot of street view imagery in Puerto Rico, and I'm going to use therefore the satellite imagery and try to zoom in as much as possible and see if I can recognize different shots that we see on the video. So let's go first to Puerto Rico, which is right here. And San Juan is this area here. I don't know why it's not showing. Here it is. It's San Juan. So here we go. We have San Juan. And if you look at the music video, let's go back to the music video. So it looks like we have these very dark rocks, right? And there's this coastline, very jagged coastline. So clearly it's not the beach. And the singer is in front of it again, these very dark volcanic type of rocks. And there's some outline of something which looks like a fort or a castle in the background. We'll get back to that later on. So we have like small streets, very colorful. Again, here another shot, probably the same area with these colorful houses straight onto the coast and no beach. And the reason I say this is if you zoom in on San Juan to let it get started, we see here we have sand, so clearly it's not that area. I'm zooming out a bit, coming back this area of San Juan, again the beach. So I'm looking around and I'm thinking, okay, this is clearly not that area. There's no rock. So if I go here next to the airport, again, the port, we have some piers. Clearly there's nothing. But here, hang on, if you zoom in a bit, there's no beach anymore. So, and I actually can see if I zoom in on this very good quality of the imagery, the satellite imagery on Google Earth, I can see these black rocks. I'm thinking I'm not far, but this is a fort, right? You can see this is a fort. So clearly this is not exactly the area where things were shot. So I'm moving around. I don't know if this is a cemetery of some kind. Could be, yeah, cementerio. So it looks like a cemetery. So I'm going further right, because if I zoom out, I can see that here I have some beach, but in between I continue to have some, where do I have? Some rocks in that area. And we have a bunch of houses straight onto the coastline without concrete, which is all along, which looks like pedestrian. So I'm thinking we're probably in that area somewhere. So I continue watching the video. So if I continue, I'm going to look for some clues. And at some point, here we go. We got some drone footage. And you can see here, we've got the zebra crossing. We have a street going up, bit of a triangle in that area, right? The red wall. So I don't know if on Street View we're going to have a red wall, but we're facing towards the hill, towards San Juan, or the old part of San Juan, and we're coming from the sea. So if I go back to Google Earth, I'm coming from the water. So I'm going to turn here, double click here, going from the water, and I'm going to go down like this. That's really nice to be able to zoom in like this, and we have all this 3D buildings. So I'm going to look around the coast, and guess what? Here we go. Look at this. We can clearly see this road going in a like triangle shape. We have the pedestrian area with the concrete, and we have this blue house which is very recognizable on the video, and actually not a zebra crossing here, it's actually steps colored in yellow, and we see this on Google Earth here, and it's also red. You can see this green turquoise house on the right hand side, and it's this one as well. right? Exactly this shot. Very nice. So we found the exact spot. So if I continue the video, boom, zooming in. And now we see this other shot. So is it the same area? Actually, probably not. Maybe not far away, but clearly we're not on the road anymore. So we're not in this area anymore. So if I zoom in, boom, we just did this with the drone. Now I'm looking for the other shot where the singer is, and we see with this green staircase. Now you can see it doesn't go completely inside the building. On one side you have a wall, which is actually coming through halfway, and you have this green building and the outline of whatever this is on the background, right? Like a castle, a fort, or some ruins or something. And also this house here is very recognizable with this triangle shape of these geometric shapes that you have on the building. So if you carry on in the coastline, I'm going to try and find something. So we have the cemetery here and then the fort. So I'm going to go more towards the east. I'm going to try and see if I can find the stairs. So I don't see anything here. Oh, and here we go. We have some stairs here, and look at this. This building looks ochre, a bit beige, and it looks like it could be this one, right? You can see there's the outline. So let me turn with the camera. Let's see this way and zoom in a bit. Can I zoom in and go further down? And this really looks like it could be this angle. Look at this staircase, indeed with a house coming halfway through, and we see the outline of this fort in the background. If I go back to the music video, you can clearly see this is the outline of the music video. And the staircase coming halfway with this concrete, and even the shape of the rocks is very, very similar. This is simplified imagery on Google Earth, but it's enough. Let's see if the house next to it, the building, has these geometric shapes. And where are we? Here we go. And if I go further down on Google Earth, you can see, you can roughly distinguish this triangle shape or this diagonal coming down from the house. So here it is for this section of the music video. And again, here the singer has moved again. It's not in front of the staircase anymore. So clearly it's not exactly the same angle or shot, but we're not far away. If you look here, we still recognize this beige ochre colored building, and we're in front of the blue house now. Now let's see on Google Earth if we can find it. If I move further along, and here it is. This is this blue house right next to this orange looking building, right? So we can't see we can barely see, actually very, very briefly see this very small house tucked in between the two houses, the two buildings here. So here it is for that area. And then we get to that point where the woman in the video is actually next to another area, yet again, and again, a pedestrian area. We seem to be closer to the fort. There seems to be less houses. We have this pink building, this very big green building, and this triangle-shaped roof. So if I move along on the Street View imagery from where we were before, I'm going to go further closer to the fort, not the port. And here we go. We have this green building, very big building, and this triangle-shaped house, and this pink one just further along, right? Exactly this one here. We even have, do we have the tree? No, I can't see the palm tree here. Let's turn around to make sure we do see the fort. I mean, there's no reason. Here we go. And we're roughly on this pedestrian area. And if I go down, you can see the fort right behind. So it's almost that shot, a little bit closer. For some reason, every time I have to go down again, we don't see the tree, but we're very close to that fort. And then we change again of scenery. We're maybe on the inside. We're not on the coast anymore, but maybe not far away. And we can see there's this road going up. We have some zebra crossing with orange. And we have a palm tree right in the middle of this intersection, because the road continues. We can see the road barely going on the right-hand side. The camera pans or turns around, and you can see that it's indeed a road, again in triangle shape. So let's look around on Google Earth. Let's go back up. Let's go in 2D. All right, let's go, how are we going to turn this? Let's come from this angle, and let's look around. Let's zoom in and see if we can find this shape of the road going in triangle. So it's not this one. We don't have an intersection. Where do we go? Nope, it's not this one. Clearly have the walls of the fort here. So we're just going to move around. And actually, it could very be this area here, because we have the yellow pavement. You have the palm tree right in the middle of the intersection. So it does seem to correspond. So let's go down again in 3D and see if we can find roughly the same angle. I'm not sure if Google Earth is going to allow me to go down completely. Let's see. Roughly here and down. And it seems to correspond with a music video, right? We have this palm tree right in the center of the intersection. We have a green building and then a pink building further up, and the yellow pavement, or the yellow painted side of the pavement. Do we have, yeah, we do have this pink building right behind. And let's turn around. Let's see if we can see, yeah, we see this greenish building right here where the car is parked, and there's also a car parked in the music video. So here you go. You have all the various images of the music video, and we can see the trees or some canopy here on this square. And you can also distinguish the trees where some people are playing, I don't know, but they're playing dominoes or chess in the music video. So that's pretty much all the outdoor shots that you see in Despacito, and it's all in San Juan. So that's very, very nice to be able to just go around and figure out where things are by just using Street View and just scrolling around. So I'll probably try to do this for other music videos. If you have any interesting music videos that you'd like me to try and figure out where it was shot by just looking around and using maybe hopefully not too idiotic guesses, then feel free to share your ideas in the comments of this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Despacito.